couple of more examples of Java string methods. Very popular methods in Java are to call comparisons for equality. So compare two strings, whether the strings are the same or different. So there are two versions. One is equals and another one is equalsIgnoreCase. So let's see what we can try for the implementation of these two functions in our example. And so we can try possibly something like this. So when we say equals, we can rely on equality check provided by string view. So we just compare string view that we store in our object right here, right? So we have a copy of string view in our object, and we also have another object, string view, so we can compare them very efficiently. Now for equalsIgnoreCase, I'm not sure efficiency wise if this is the most efficient method, but this is the smallest implementation I can possibly think of at this stage. So what I'm doing here is that I'm pretty much relying on the same comparison between the string view, both of these string views, but this time I'm just trying to say, okay, I have a left one and right one, and I convert them both to lowercase. So that would eliminate any case differences, and then I compare left and right for equality, and if they're equal, then I return true, and otherwise it will return false. So again, relying on string view functionality, but first converting both of the strings to lowercase. Of course, these are temporary strings and they're just thrown away at the end of this equalsIgnoreCase call. So let's see what we can do for testing. Just do a little bit of testing of these two. And here we can just add a little bit more to our main program. So this main program keeps growing, but it's okay. It's just essentially the whole test case for all member functions that we can try. And so these are possibilities for equalsIgnoreCase. So I'm just printing equals and compare hello with greeting. Okay, and I'm also comparing greeting with hi and hello equalsIgnoreCase with hello world. So let's see what it does. So running it, Control F5 to execute and take a look at the results. So we get that equals right here. Apparently greeting string is set to high with exclamation point. So of course, and our string hello is hello world. So they're not equal. So this is false. So false is printed. Character output returns or prints the return Boolean value as 0. If it's false. If it's true, it converts them to 1. So here, both hi and hello world equalsIgnoreCase match the uppercase version of hello world, and this is, let's find our greeting string. Where was that set? So it was set right here. We are setting it to high mixed case version. So anyway, so this works, and the implementation, it was not that difficult in the first place. And our set of comparison functions would not be complete without one more function that is very important in Java, which allows strings to be comparable. In Java, the method in Java is called compareTo. So it compares one string to another, and it returns negative value if the string compares to another string in alphabetical order as less than. Okay, so it should be ordered earlier compared to another string. If the strings are exactly the same, this compareTo returns back 0. And if this string is greater than, in terms of alphabetical order, should appear later in alphabetical listing, then it returns a positive value. So for us, it's not really that difficult to implement, because exactly the same kind of function exists in C++ library for string and string view, and it's called compare. So here we can just simply delegate compareTo, our own compareTo call, to string view compare, and we can just compare this string view with another string view, and so the outcome should be exactly the same. So I'm just going to try a very quick test for this. This is our test case, so I'm just going to add this little, like, compare hello with greeting and see what this returns. So that's just very small test, but that's enough for us to observe. So here compareTo returns -1, and let's examine what we have here. So basically the string hello contains hello world, and it's still all this uppercase version of the string, and greeting contains hi. So here hello, because it contains uppercase HE versus mixed case hi in the greeting. So it appears that hello would be, if we wanted to sort strings, hello should appear earlier, and this is why we are printing a negative result from here. If we restructure this, basically if we flip greeting and hello, so that we just put them in to test at the opposite order, and if we test these this comparison in this order, so the outcome is +1. So that's just changes the result. And of course we can always compare the same string, and that should give us exactly of course the comparison should be here exactly the same. And if we do this, then let me build this and run again. So this time, of course, comparison of the same string returns 0. So that was the promise of return values as described by Java documentation for Java compareTo method. So this method works in our case, and we can demonstrate how it works.